Hello everyone, welcome back to Gloomhaven. Last time we went through a very long corridor down beneath the ocean depths, and now back here in the city we have some perks and levels and such, so let's jump straight into that. Tali has another perk. We've got a lot of elemental creation now. We could get 3 more green if we really wanted it, but I think at this point we could probably just replace a -1 with a +1. That would be fine by me. Because like randomly pushing is just going to be so unexpected. Now let's add a target, because our ranged attacks could often do with an extra target. That seems great. Faith has nothing particular going on. Pandora is up to level 7. Nightmare Serenade. At the beginning of each of your turns, curse 1 enemy within range 5. Attack 1, range 3, and curse. That's pretty good. Range 5 is like really quite far. Booming Proclamation. Attack 1, target all enemies within range 2, push 2. All allies within range 3 may perform attack 3. Then we still have our older selections, of course. At the beginning of each of your turns, you may force 1 enemy within range 5 to perform a move 2. That seems like it would be still quite good. None of these are offering us any particular movement on the bottom of the card, so let's think about what we're going to remove. Power Ballad I don't use that often. Generally it's Echoing Aria, Disorienting Dirge. Those are the 2 songs that we have really in play at the moment. So let's lose Power Ballad. Gain Nightmare Serenade. Stick that into our deck, and then we get our perks. We have 2 perks available, which is extra nice. Incantation, add 2 redraw and curse cards. Replace 1 +0 with a +3 muddle. Replace a 0 with a +2 and curse. Replace a 0 with a +2 and poison. Replace a 0 with a +1 and mobilize. Replace 2 +1s with a +4. Let's get the redraw curses going, but we still don't attack all that often. But I guess all of this stuff is related to attacks, so none of it's going to matter on the turns we're not attacking. So let's get double redraw curses going. Just go all in on that. Lamoon gets up to level 6. Supportive Chant. All allies add +1 to their attacks this round on an 11. Or all allies add +2 to their moves this round. That's pretty cool. Illuminate Target. Attack 5, strengthen all adjacent allies. 1 adjacent ally may perform attack 6. Add 1 to all allies' attacks. Yeah, it's not just adjacent, it's everybody. Attack 5 and strengthen adjacent. Someone adjacent may perform an attack 6. I'm probably more likely to use Supportive Chant, particularly when we're on the wrong side of the fight. And especially when somebody like Faith or Tali is doing a large AoE that turn. So, if we need to pull something out, what don't we use all too often? There's one that's like shield and move 3 or something. Unless I got rid of that. Yeah, Cautious Advance went last time, I guess. We don't use Purifying Aura that often. The Retaliate can be really good when Pandora has her Retaliate song up as well. And I don't use Empowering Command as often as I probably should. Let's drop Empowering Command for Supportive Chant. Add that to our deck. And then we have one more available perk. Ignore negative scenario effects. Add shield and redraw. Add heals, +1s. Faith has shown me that having lots of +1 redraws in the deck can be extremely good, because it just allows you to stack up that extra bit of damage. So we'll grab one of those, or a second one of those. Then let's grab a city event. The sun is out and you're enjoying a pleasant stroll across the silent bridge until you see two demons attacking a man ahead of you. You get closer and can hear the demon berating the man as they swipe at him with his claws. "You dare spit on us as we walk past," one of them yells. "We will show you the consequences of defying authority." We kind of put the demons here. That was kind of the whole shtick of the campaign, so we're going to just keep walking. You continue your stroll, trying to block out the unpleasantness from your mind. Unfortunately, others around you cannot, and they're reminded of the actions that you took that caused this horrible and all too frequent occurrence. Yeah, that was kind of on us, wasn't it? Right, let's head over to the Temple of the Great Oak. We can get back some of that reputation, perhaps. Your continued donations are great. Devotion level 6, +1 prosperity. And we can't bless a second time. Has anyone got extra equipment slots for their level? We do here. We still have a Ring of Skulls, unless there's anything else we would rather have. No, a Ring of Skulls seems fine. So we'll re-equip that. Is it Pandora's goal to collect stuff? Yes, own all types of item, all required types of items. So we've got 4 small items. We need head, body, legs, and hands. Not that I think at this point we want to be retiring more people, because Lamoon is like moments away from retiring, having killed 19 types of creature. Faith we could retire at any moment because she just needs to do the Foggy Thicket quest that we've had available for a long time. But I just haven't been able to part with one of the OG crew who is somebody that is strong and that I understand how they work. So, Pandora, we can go back to Temple of the Great Oak. Bless you. And Lamoon, take 2 blessings as well. Then I think, if we go back to the map, where did we get to after our quest last time? We unlocked the Lair of the Unseeing Eye. Find out why the artifact was linked to this location. Was that the one we did? Let me check my list here. It was Doom Trench we did last time, wasn't it? Doom Trench. Find out why the artifact was linked to this location. Yep, so we did that. So, okay, that was... Map, move with me, please. That was this, and then that unlocked this. Now, I definitely don't think I've seen this green thing. The Sightless Eye. That looks bossy to me, doesn't it? Yeah. Core quest boss. Objective, kill the Sightless Eye. We've seen Deep Terrors, Harrower, Infestors, and Lurkers before. 2 treasure chests. So I think we can probably hop in here. Another one out at sea, so I don't imagine we will have a road mission. if we're just sailing out.
You wander through the massive stone structure beneath the waves for what feels like hours. Somehow the lack of any sign of life in this place makes it all the more terrifying. There is only a horrid stillness that eats away at you with every echoing step you take. And just when you feel as though you cannot go any further, you feel its presence. Something old and powerful waits for you at the end of this corridor. It calls to you, inviting you to climb into its open maw, embracing the sweet release of infinity. This is what you came to defeat, but without even seeing it, you're filled with unending hopelessness. You cannot even dream of defeating such a creature. You shake your head and attempt to guard yourself from the negative feelings. You didn't swallow those throat-crushing breathing spheres and swim down to the bottom of the ocean just to fail now. You must move forward. You must destroy this threat.
Alright. Boss fight. Kill the Sightless Eye. Immune to disarm. Immune to push, pull, move. Immune to swap, stun, curse, and muddle. So, not immune to poison. I can't think of much else that we could inflict it with, though. So, Tali, gain 13 or more experience or kill 3 or fewer monsters. That's going to be the experience. Never allow your current hit point value to be dropped below half or kill a monster by causing at least 4 more points of damage. Take only short rests or kill 1 or more elite monsters. We'll try for a kill. Cause a trap to be sprung or take only long rests. Let's go for that. I wonder how many rooms it's going to be until we get to where we want to be. And are there going to be any negative modifiers here? All mercenaries start with 3 curses. Sure. So we've got crab, 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 crab. And just 1 room at the end. This seems far too small for a space for a big fight, but, you know, we'll see when we get there. Now, first port of call is Faith seeing that there is a foe that is pull 2, pull 3, range 4. Well, we can go pull 2, pull 3, because this is rough terrain. So we can smoke bomb Visage of the Inevitable, this particular lurker. That's going to be fine for us. Then that tile there is difficult terrain as well. There's actually a lot of difficult terrain around here. These guys have innate piercing, innate target 2, and innate shield. That's going to be not lots of fun. So with Faith killing this one, we can focus all of our fire elsewhere. Here, we could certainly get some extra blessings going, or perhaps a nice song. I'm just wondering if perhaps the Retaliate is going to do us more good, because these things have a lot of shield innate, and the Retaliate damage is going to get through the shield. So if we stick Echoing Aria on top, on bottom, curse all enemies, bless all allies. Seems like a great time. Then we've got our last 2. If we can move up, we could get in a Winter's Edge, attacking for 5. Going to put ourselves probably in harm's way with such a short range. But I think it's probably our best shot. Now, if we're going to want to move forward 2 depending on how fast we intend to go. We probably just want as big an attack as we can. Only one other is attacking this turn, so supportive chant is not the move. We could put up our own purifying aura. Then we would retaliate 4 against all of these things with shield. That doesn't seem like a bad time. And do we have a move and a benefit? Move 3, shield oneself will do nothing against the piercing. We could go late and try and heal ourselves if we get attacked before. I know, we want the purifying aura to go on fast though. So we don't need the healing probably. Attack 5, range 3, but it burns. That's probably too early to spend something so large. So I'll tell you what. No, we won't Burning Flash. Let's just move forward on Righteous Strength, because we're going to want to move forward anyway. This is difficult terrain, so we want to move sooner rather than later. We're attacking 5 at range 2, and then on bottom we can do something else. Probably just a move 2 and create... If we create some ice, then we could do an even stronger attack, but we're not attacking. Should we be attacking, perhaps? Yeah, alright. Let's go with this. Move 3, attack 4, targeting 2. Move 3, attack 3, targeting 2. Luckily for us, we're getting to get all our attacks and stuff in first. So we're going to put on Retaliate for everybody. Especially if they're going to be targeting 2 creatures. That's twice the Retaliate they'll take in return. Then we're going to curse and bless everybody around us. Yes, also do the blessing part of that. Then do we want to use any of this stuff? I don't think so. Then Faith is going to pull this guy to here. And immediately murder them. That is my favourite opening turn. Tali. We are attacking here. I don't think we need to attack at advantage just yet. So we'll just go with a standard attack. We create some ice, which is fine. We're creating more ice in a moment anyway. How far are these moving? 3. 1, 2, 3. Assuming they have to pay the cost for the extra movement. 1, 2, 3. They can't get this far over yet. So we can move 2 to here. And now I don't know how the attacks are going to go, if they're going to go after Tali alone or Pandora and Lamoon because they're together. Perhaps I should have kept them together for double retaliates, but it's too late now. Oh, we're still going to move forward, so that's slightly moot. So we're going to push into, I think, this tile here. Skip the last step. Take the shield, even though it doesn't really do anything for us. Then attack for 5 here. We will consume the ice to make that 5. -1 is lame, but that's the only other negative apart from our miss and the 3 curses we've gained, of course. Now, Team Crab is up. They don't get close enough. They don't get close enough. They come over to hit us hard. Oh, the shield we used didn't work because the items don't reduce damage, they just give shield and they still pierce through the attacks. So that was a fundamental mistake, but you know, these things happen. Right, everyone's nice and grouped up now, so I think we can probably use Pandora to great effect here with something like Disarm. Disarm, stun, all good choices really. We're going to need to move up. So why not move 3, attack 3 and range 3. And disarm 3 creatures on our way over. Over here we have no elements. So let's see if we can make some otherwise first. We'll save Long Con for the next round. Flurry of Blades seems like a good candidate. Although, I would guess it would be Stiletto Storm with our bow, but we only get the bow once, and now might be a bit early for it. If we could stand here, get both cards back, which we can't get both back on a short rest, unfortunately. But next turn, if we were stood here, we could pull this guy to there and do the same trick twice, which almost seems worth trying for, especially if we're going to be able to delay a turn with disarming and the like. So 2 cards to play for now. There's going to be at least a move 1, 2, 3, and then a ranged attack. Burning Oil for our ranged attack, and Flurry of Blades will give us advantage on that. Lamoon here. We can obviously try and attack the crab in front of us, although they will be disarmed, so it's not as much a concern. We can heal on top, heal on bottom, and just give back some of the health that we lost. And Tali here. We could go with a Boiling Arc on top and something on bottom. Just primal duality for the creation of the elements, I suppose. Shield 1, consume ice for an extra shield, wound all adjacent enemies. And they are going fast. And they're not attacking, so the disarming we were going to put on is actually fine, because we're going to disarm them after they already take this turn, which is good for us. So we need to be here. Of course, we can move 2 straight through. That's me being dumb. And we're going to attack this one. And you know what? We'll do that at advantage. That's gone well, especially because we've wounded them, so they will die. They are number 4, so they're going to go last. So number 2 won't stand in that spot. And this completely undoes the plan to pull them back. But hey, if they're dead anyway, they're dead anyway, right? Oh, we're wounded as well. That's a bad time. Right, so let's... We're attacking for 2. If we attack for 4 with a double damage, we still don't achieve anything. But at the same time, I don't really want to do a primal duality on top when they have so much shield anyway, so we'll do this at advantage with 2 targets. It did not work out. We will take our foe run to create the elements. Not that we could just stand there, but I like to do the foe run. Right, we need 2. We can push up quite far, I think. No, we're not going to push up that far because we don't have Retaliate, because that's our song. We don't get the benefit. So we'll stop here, attack them just on the off chance that we can kill them. No, but we get rid of the miss out of our deck, which is nice. Then we're going to disarm those 2, so they won't be attacking next action. And do we set a Ring of Skulls up? All allies generate Retaliate 2. Let's stick a Ring of Skulls up there, since they also have Retaliate, which is fun. We take a wound. We are going to heal Tali for 3. Get rid of their wound. And we're going to heal ourselves. We can swap out the light for more light. And cure our wound as well. Right, fresh turn. We want Pandora going early if possible, so this skeleton gets an extra turn in, because they go directly before our summon. Attack 1, range 3 with Curse. Now, I was reminded in comments that if I curse one of the creatures, that curse goes into the deck for the entire creature's pool. So if a different creature then draws, they could still draw that curse. So even if we don't kill this Elite Lurker, cursing it would mean this Elite Lurker might get cursed later, which is good for us. But these 2 are disarmed, so they're not doing anything this turn. So I'd actually like to just try and attack more stuff, but we don't really have any good spot for it. Attack 4, range 4, push 3 is actually really strong. Range 4. 1, 2, 3. That would actually hit you. We can hit you over there quite comfortably as well. And on top, bless all adjacent allies. We might not get there very fast. I guess the other option is Nightmare Serenade bottom. We can put 2 curses in decks, and then on top, bless all adjacent allies. Tali, we've got lots of elements to use, so let's try and get some benefit out of that. We could attack 2 of them with a wound, and if we do that fast, they'll take 1 damage this turn when they're disarmed, and then another damage next turn when they're not disarmed, but they'll die before they get to take a turn. So that seems good on top, and on bottom, we do some more healing. Faith. We have Swift Bow. That will be an adequate attack. This is rough terrain. This is not. That would be move 5 if we wanted to get that far, which we can't. We can with open wound. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies, disarm. That's incredible. I know these two are already disarmed, but we can hit the other guy as well. So we'll do that. And then here for Sunkeeper, we just want to attack stuff. But we're going to need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 if we're going to get round to that back side of things. Tactical Order will do that. And then Path of Glory, why not? They're going on a 23, which is not ideal. But actually it's fine because Faith is going to do her thing long before then. So we're going to move up to here. Then attack like this. Yeah, that's a good turn. I don't think we've even used that long con attack yet, but very happy with it. Right, what were we doing? We were going to curse stuff, weren't we? Move 3. We can move 5 up to here. Skip our movement and curse them. Then we can do our standard attack action, which is actually an attack 3 because of our dagger. And this one is poisoned, so that's even stronger. And we can add a wound to them, so there's a good time. They increase their shields, which is obviously not good for us. We can move 4 into this tile. Then attack here. For 6, if we can get like a +2 or a double or anything else, this would be massive. Well, they're wounded, so they're going to die now. And Tali. We can't get through all this shield. But we can wound them. Did I not consume the fire? I did not, because I'm dumb. Who needs the most healing? Alright, so it's just the one at the back, because the one at the front is going to die to the poison. Pandora. You can stun somebody, or you can attack 4, range 4, and push 3. The push probably doesn't help us too much, apart from possibly stopping them from attacking us, and our attack would be at disadvantage. But you know what? I'm going to take it, because we don't need to move ourselves. Move 3, attack 3 on top. Move 4, retaliate oneself. Add 2 to all your attacks this turn, targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies. Is good. So it will be a swift bow at disadvantage, unfortunately. Tali. We have 1 type of light remaining. We can move 2 on bottom. And attack for 3. And here, is everyone attacking? Faith's attacking. We are attacking. We're attacking. Let's try a supportive chant on top. All allies increase their attacks by +1 this round. And on bottom, strengthen all adjacent allies. It's just the skeleton. Oh, it's the skeleton and Tali. That's not bad. Skeleton won't get an attack in though. But hey, it's fine really. Consume ice to strengthen self, move 3, attack 3, targeting 2 with wound. And they're going last. We will add 1 attack to all of our allies' attacks this round. And we could strengthen once, or we could strengthen everybody. And that will see Faith and Pandora not attack at disadvantage. Alright, that problem's done. Tali now. We can simply move 2 over here. And attack 2 at a range of 2. But we are doing it at advantage. That'll do it. End Tali's turn. Skeleton just stands there because they don't have a target to move towards. Oh, they move towards Pandora. That's nice. Right then, we can move 4 to the door. And skip our attack. End our turn. Right, so play the 2 cards we have. Looks like we're in for a long rest. Long rest here. And take only long rests. We don't need to long rest yet. And we have no very good movement cards at all. So we could just long rest now and be ready to go to the door next time. So we are going to... No, wait. Undo. Undo. We're going to jump over to here. Skip our attack. Then Faith is getting in a long rest. Something to burn. Everything seems so good. I guess we still have Stiletto Storm. We'll drop Flurry of Blades. I think. No, I'll keep the move 4. We'll drop the 2 movement on Swift Bow because we still have Burning Oil as well. Skeleton, confirm movement towards Pandora. Pandora, take your long rest. With Disorienting Dirge to play, I don't think we need Nightmare Serenade at the moment. And here, something to be gotten rid of. We've got a lot of big chunky stuff, don't we? Let's drop Righteous Path. A lot of stuff here has... oh, what's it called? Piercing, anyway. Right, now, Tali, where they are stood, could short rest and get in the fight. Let's see how everyone else is going to manage getting over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gets us to the door. That's with our shoes. We might want to keep those going instead. We could move in 5 and bless everybody that we move through. If we did that with our shoes, that would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could bless 3 on our way through. We could move Faith up on our own. Get towards the door. How many blessings does Faith have currently? 2. I would love for that number to be higher. Because it's only kill the sightless eye, which we've seen before. If Faith can get in a really big crit, that is a great way to go about things. So let's change things up then. Let's try Path of Glory. Move 5, bless everyone moved through on bottom, and on top bless and strengthen one ally within range 3. Wait, no. On top, tactical order, move Faith. Move 4 within range 3. We're going to end up 1, 2, 3 here, then we can move Faith up. That should be fine. Pandora. I think we can always do the move in and turn invisible trick, because this is the only door left to breach this round. So our invisibility comes from our cloak. So what else would we like to do? I wonder if Melody and Harmony would be worth playing now. That would take us down. This is a burned card. That is kind of not a card we can draw. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we burn Melody and Harmony, it comes down to 6. If we play Disorienting Dirge, that comes down to 5. And then 5 down to 4, 4 down to 3, 3 down to 2. That's basically 3 turns left we get after that, perhaps. Seems like a low number. Move 3, attack 3 at range 3 on bottom. Turn invisible. And on top, we could stun stuff, but stunning stuff isn't going to help us, because when we breach the door, a lot of the other things are going to be about to take their turn, and then they'll do that and not be stunned anymore. And we don't need them to be stunned if we're invisible. I think I'm just coming to the decision that this might not be the turn for breaching the door. You know what? Let's go big. We'll do Melody and Harmony on top. We'll do Tuning the Outcome on bottom. Move 3, Curse at range 3. Something. Then we'll turn ourselves invisible. Faith is going to get moved forward 1, 2, 3. So we'll be right next to the door at that point. If we want to be invisible this turn, we'll need to smoke bomb, but I think we can probably wait until the turn after. So a Stiletto Storm when we walk in, I expect. And what do we want to move in with? Flurry of Blades is going to be too late. So if we do Stiletto Storm on 80, that'll be fine. Then Tali, I think we're looking at short resting rather than long resting. Boiling Arc is one of our bigger movement cards, so we're going to lose Stoking Hail instead. Take 1 damage. 1, 2, 3 gets us to the door, where Pandora or Faith might be, but 5 gets us into any of the tiles on the other side of the door. So Boiling Arc on bottom. It's going to be after... It's going to be before Pandora goes, rather, which is only slightly scary. But honestly, then we could probably just smash a Primal Duality and just start burning everything as we enter this room and try and kill the things we find. No, that plan's never gone wrong before, has it?
You reach the final chamber and find the horrible creature. A giant eye stalk with a gaping maw full of teeth instead of an iris. Once again, you feel its influence. You begin to see the pointlessness of your actions. You understand that giving into its warm embrace is the only true course of action. But once again, you refuse. It grows angry at this, undulating its many tentacles in hostility. The room shakes violently, and the corridor from which you entered begins to collapse. You may have resisted its maddening call, but the fight is far from over.
Okay, we've got lots of things with lots of retaliate. How big is your retaliate? Retaliate 2, retaliate 3. They're about to take an extra turn. What are you doing? Summon Deep Terror Elite, attack 5 on a giant cone. That's horrendous. How far is this cone? 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Gets the doorway, which is terrifying. We could step back. Attack 5 at a range of 4 from here would be 1, 2, 3, 4. We could hit the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could hit 2 of the other foes. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to step back 1 as we learn just how much trouble this fight is going to be. Then we'll save our +1 potion for a really big chain lightning later. During your single target ranged attack. That's not this. What are you guys doing? Shield, retaliate. That's not interesting at all. You are attacking 4, target all adjacent enemies, attack 5 at range 4, wound 4. Alright, we'll go for one of the eye stalks. And we'll go for one of the Harrower infestors. Then next turn, we've just created ice. Is anyone consuming our ice against our will? No. Then if we're looking to do a very large chain lightning, we need wind and light. So let's create some wind for ourselves next turn. Then they get their turns. These guys are not attacking, which is like truly a blessing. This guy is going to spawn an extra one. That is a horrendous time. No idea how many times they're going to do that. Move 5. But instead move 7. Gets me to there. And we bless 2 on our way through. Hardly seems worth it at this point though, does it? But we're not going to be able to attack, so, you know, it's happening. Then we push Faith up to here. Skip the last extra step. Are we going to make some light? I think so, because we haven't got any spells that will do it. Right, what are we doing now? We were going to stand in the doorway, but that is completely out of action. Oh, we can move... Yeah, we were going to put 2 songs up and have everything else attack at disadvantage for the rest of time. Alright. We're going real big, real fast. Move 3. The Ice Stalks are still planning to attack, which is terrifying. We're 1, 2, 3 away. We don't need to move, so we can skip the movement and still curse their deck. They're attacking at a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tali is going to get wrecked here. Like, proper wrecked. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Oh, I can put faith in front of everything. So we were going to... Let's move in... If we're here, we're literally going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. If this is attacking range 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's nowhere we can move that is going to be like a better place to be stood, unfortunately. If we're attacking range 3, we can attack a bunch of stuff. Skip the movement, get the advantage. Attack. With piercing, because nothing, apart from the guy at the back, nothing else is going to have piercing. We're already at advantage. We're attacking the most targets we'll ever attack. So we'll try and kill you. We'll try and kill you. And it's 4 targets. We'll get through your shield. And we'll go after the one that can actually die eventually. Ouch. That is a good start. Do I want a card that I have? It's just Stiletto Storm. Or Flurry of Blades? No, it can't be Flurry of Blades because we're still gaining the effect. Do we want Stiletto Storm back in our hand next turn so that we can play it? I think so. So let's recover Stiletto Storm. And end our turn. Curse, doing amazing work. -1 is great. Oh crap, what? Who? What? Do you have multi-target? Deep Terror attacks Scoundrel. Deep Terror deals this to Scoundrel. Elementalist deals 7 damage to Elementalist. Why? At the end of each round, all mercenaries and mercenary summons still occupying the first room suffer damage equal to their level +3. The sightless eye cannot be forced to move or change positions in any way. All mercenaries start with 3 curses. Okay. Yeah. I will burn a card rather than losing 7 HP. I wish I had realized that a little bit sooner. Like, can I replay this whole turn? Bye, skeleton. Alright, so we need to get out of this hallway. That's what I get for not seeing the big picture. Let's start at the back and work forwards, I guess. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies. Is only going to hit like... Oh, we'd hit 3 things from here. We kind of want to surround, because otherwise we're all going to be in the giant cones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's also like a big card to be burning. Attack for 5 advantage, except we don't want to do that because Tali is our priority for doing a giant chain lightning on top. And we need to move in on bottom with something. That's going to have to be Eye of the Hurricane. We can now put up a second song. So Disorienting Dirge is going to go up. And we just need to get out of here. Tali is moving 3 and Chain Lightning. Yep, that's fine. We need to move out of here. And Faith is in the doorway, going last. Not going last, but going. This is not an elite, but our deck is still crammed with really good stuff. If we move in and smoke bomb this round, that is a round that we don't get to attack anything. We should also consider at some point who's going to be stood where when we do our all adjacent allies suffer no damage this round bonus. But that's probably not going to be this turn. Faith. These guys' retaliates are not at range. So if we're going to Stiletto Storm on top again, we can do advantage with Eagle Eye Goggles and save our Moon Earrings to give us advantage on the very big attack we'll do after we're invisible. So Stiletto Storm on top. And this is not a normal or an elite enemy, this is a boss enemy, so we can't make it take a turn for us, which is a shame. Stiletto Storm on top. I guess we're just going to have to move with Open Wound. I don't love it, but I do want to go fairly quickly. Pandora is not attacking. Tali is attacking, and it's a very large attack. So we could do Supportive Chant for Tali on top, and on bottom we need to get out of this room. So it's going to have to just be Practical Plans as a move card, which seems awful. But we have no real other choice. So we add +1 to our attacks. Then Faith moves into the room and makes attack targeting 4. Then Pandora sets disadvantage to allies or to foes and moves into the room. And Tali finishes with a Chain Lightning after walking into the room. These guys are adding shield and retaliate. This guy is summoning an elite and attacking for 5 in a giant cone. These guys are attacking and poisoning very late. Faith's initiative could be a 1. But these guys aren't attacking, so I'm not that invested in that. I just want to take out like 2 or 3 more of the riffraff, then we'll start focusing on the giant eyeball. All allies add +1 to their attacks this round. Then we're going to move 5, and we're going to move left. We are wounded, which is just dandy. We are going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we attacking? Attack 2, range 3, target 4. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack 2, range 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I guess we're coming to here. Then attacking at advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4. The poison's actually great because that's the one type of effect that we actually can impose on them, I think. This burns when we use it. This burns when we use it. This hasn't been used yet. I can't see if we've used the pips of our armor yet. But I think I will refresh stuff now. Then we are moving in. You know what? Let's get as far around. What are these guys doing? Attack 4 poison, attack 3 at range 5. Okay, so we do not want to be adjacent to any of those things. I'm just trying to think of where this guy makes its giant arc attack in a 2-3-4 pattern. At the moment, Faith is in a 2-3-4 or a 2... No, yeah, she's in 1-2-3-4 on the right. So if we were to stand here, we would be in a different 2-3-4 pattern. Two, three, four. Question is, where is Tali gonna stand? Because that's probably gonna have the biggest effect on where this thing attacks us, because there'll be 2 and 2 on either side. So maybe we kind of team up into pairs. No, we'll come to here. Skip the last step. All enemies now have disadvantage on their attacks. Do I want to move anybody? Or just be invisible? I guess with all these attacks to come, it's only this one that we're most concerned with, because this guy, Faith, is closer. This guy, Lamoon, is closer. So I don't think we need to be invisible this turn. So we'll hold... No, we will do this. Because then, if they can not attack Tali for a turn, that'll be great. Although Tali's not even going to be in the room. Now Tali will be in the room. We're going to move, I guess, just to here. Skip the rest of that movement. Then we're going to attack. We're going to consume an extra target with some piercing and +1. So we're attacking 8 between all of our bonuses and boons, which is kind of massive. Against 4 targets. I think I'm just going to get rid of this guy. Then they won't... Oh wait, it's only the first attack that does 8. We should think about this carefully. How's our deck look? There's some +1s in there. There's a ×2, but there's a lot of just like create energy in there as well. First one's 8. Second one's 7. Next one is 7. I think probably this, because then if we can just draw a +1 here, then everything will be, or at least the 3 little squirmy shooty boys will be dead. Now that is a turn. Tali is like a boss. Right, now we can basically start wailing on the giant guy in the middle. If we stand where the 3 piles of gold are, effectively, then only one of us can ever be attacked by a cone. So that's something we should consider. We have ice and fire available to us. And we basically just need to do 50 damage between us all as fast as possible. So do we just start using up all of the really big stuff? Like attack 5, range 3 on bottom. And attack 5, range 2 on top. That's 10 damage. Here, we can't stun. So, defensive stance to attack is our next biggest attack. I wish I had a move 3. But I don't. We could Holy Strike on bottom. It's not ideal. If Pandora was over there, I would consider marching beat, but that doesn't help me either. Attack 4, range 3. Attack 4, range 4, push 3 is as good a turn we're going to get on bottom right now. And on top, disarm range 3 might help us. It won't be able to use this because this is immune to disarm, but if this guy moves closer to us, we might be able to disarm them for a turn. Faith. Might be time to drop a smoke bomb. Although we can move 3, attack 3 on top, and long con, force 1 adjacent normal or elite enemy to perform its turn this round as if it were its allies or its enemies, and take a turn on our side. So if we're going to do that on a 2, then we don't need to try and disarm anything. We're still going to attack with a Provoke Terror. So the other card that we play should be the more generic of the 2. So I'm actually going to play Throw Voice, just so that we have the move 5 available to us in a moment if we want it. Who's left? Lamoon, we're still unsure of. So you're attacking. We can move in 2. On just about anything, really. And then attack 4. And no one has a mana potion to go ahead of that, but that's fine. We will do that. Move 2, attack 4, perform a heal 2 self for each enemy damaged. Can't believe you've got this far through the campaign and have never seen that. Attack 7, range 3 is new. It's kind of better for us, really. Going on a 36. We'd rather that than everybody be completely wrecked. So, we're going to move 3. This doesn't say injures allies, so I think we can move 3 here. Attack this guy. Then force this guy to be our friend. Then we're going to move in for 2. I'll take a 5 healing potion right now. That seems helpful. And then attack. Stun powder won't work. But that's another 5 damage. Also, the green eye is not attacking. It's not summoning another creature this turn, which is really good. Right, you know what? Move over to here for my convenience. Then attack in that direction. They are attacking Faith. We'll drop that damage down to 4. They will take 2 retaliate damage. We are not... no, we're not going to have ice because we cannot... use the elements that we create on our turn on the other half of our turn. But we will turn this range 5, this attack 5 into an attack both. Then we'll attack 5 at range 2 on this one. We add a target for free, but there's not a target in range, so we can't do that. Great shame. We are going to attack them. Stun powder won't do anything. They are very nearly dead, man. We should probably put up some kind of element for Tali next turn. They will benefit from any kind of element. Oh, we got heaps. We don't need that. But we are actually in range to disarm the guy at the back as well, which is awesome. So, big green guy immune to it, but the guy behind not. Fresh round. We have not even used Faith's turn invisible super mega double attack yet. Attack 4, target all enemies at exactly range 2. I think we can probably benefit from that. Faith. we want to move away if we're going to burning oil attack. But at the same time, we could just smoke bomb and prepare to burning oil next turn. And if we're going to do that next turn, we should visage away from our current spot so that we're not attacking at disadvantage. Pandora needs a rest. We will take a long rest. That's fine. And Sunkeeper. I don't know if we're going to make it to these chests, because I'd really like to. I assume one of them is trapped and the other one isn't. Attack 5 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, maybe we... Oh, that's on bottom, though. Move 5, stun someone, heal. Can't be hurt. I think we're just going to short rest. Supportive Chant can go. It did great work, though. Burning Flash. Attack 4, attack all adjacent enemies, gain 1 XP for everyone targeted. And then 1, 2, 3 to move back to that chest. We'll do that on a tactical order. That's everyone. Oh my god. That is an absurd attack cone. But, you know, attack 4 is not so bad. Faith's initiative does not need to change, although this guy is attacking 3, range 3, and muddle. Heal 4 self. You know what? I am going to put myself ahead, because I don't want to be the one that's muddled ahead of next turn. So we're going to make ourselves invisible. Then we're going to move 2 onto this tile. Skip the movement, but poison the other guy to help our allies. They did not heal 4, but they did get rid of the poison and the... Was it a wound, perhaps? But they also did not attack 3 at range 3. Not entirely sure why. I put Lamoon... I was going to put them here, so that's not going to work out. So instead, we will just attack with green and dark, I think. We create some fire for ourselves. We can refresh this ice. Let's try and walk over to that chest while we're at it. We were attacking both of these guys. Okay, we killed the big bad, so this is the last turn. We will jump to this chest whilst we have a chance to do it. $15 gold. It's fine. And we can force an enemy to move. That doesn't help us. We will take our long rest, throwing anything out. We're not going to get to the other chest, but we are going to win.
With the giant eye dead, all of its minions wither and die with it. Thankfully, the room stops shaking as well. You can't get out the way you came in, but you're able to explore the structure further, free of the crushing dread that permeated the air previously. It's a long journey, but you find your way out of the trench, return to the boat, and head back to Gloomhaven, resolving never to do something like that again.
Alright, we killed a monster doing tons of damage. Nothing else, though. Elementalist, 81 damage. Good work. An eye for an eye. Oh, there goes Trophy Hunt for Lamoon's retirement. Oh, the things you've killed. When you started this adventure, you had no idea what creatures lurked in the dark, what trials they would provide. You've killed things you've never thought you would, or even could, but now you've seen everything Gloomhaven has to offer, and you're pretty sure that there are no more beasts here that could possibly challenge you. You fill up a small cart with your trophies and leave Gloomhaven to continue the hunt. Alright. 563 damage done. We've unlocked somebody and gained 1 prosperity. The Beast Tyrant. Oh my. Right, that did not give us a new quest, did it? Let me just check my map here. We did Lair of the Unseeing Eye. It's showing me a mission 51, The Void. But we are not gifted that one. This was one of 3 artifact things, wasn't it? We've got a couple of other ones of those. Where were they? Join the Gloom, retrieve what was taken, kill the Elder Drake, investigate the artifact linked to this location, find out the artifact linked to this location. So it seems like those 2 will lead to other quests that, when combined, might lead to some kind of finale. So who knows? Obviously, we could do every mission forever, but I don't think the series needs to be that long. But for now, we're going to be saying thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.